When a beautiful, bright, newly high school graduate disappears, the world is on a chase to find her. And there is a witness, but this witness cannot speak. What will this witness show? Let's find out right now. Happy Wicked Wednesday, my Cajun cuties. Yes, it's me, Anne Marie, aka the Cajun Crime Queen from Carencro, Louisiana. Cajun born, Cajun bred, and when I die, I'll be Cajun dead. I hope after this video that y'all like, subscribe, and comment, and don't forget to press on that notification bell so you never miss a story from me, Anne Marie. I hope you'll have a beverage. I hope you'll have a snuggle partner or a snuggle fur partner. Those are the best, and y'all are ready to hear a true crime story with yours truly. And I want to know, are y'all getting those tickers up? Are y'all going on brisk walks? Are y'all exercising? Are y'all feeling good? Remember, the key to a happy day is to exercise. And if you exercise first thing in the morning, get those endorphins way up, y'all are going to feel amazing. Trust me, y'all going to have just an amazing day. Are y'all drinking your water? Are y'all staying hydrated? And remember, the key to glowing, beautiful skin is water and happy vibes and exercising. And I'm telling y'all, dip your face in a big old bowl of just ice in the morning. Oh, you're going to feel amazing. Your skin is going to look great. I love doing that. But on another note, today, on May 1st, 1967, 57 years ago, Elvis Presley and Priscilla Presley were married in Las Vegas, and I am wearing my I Love Elvis shirt today so I can pay tribute to the late Elvis Presley. Y'all all know I'm a huge fan. Yeah, huge fan. Even my dog is named Elvis, and my mom actually met Elvis, and he walked down and gave my mom a teddy bear back in the 70s when she saw him in Las Vegas. So we are huge Elvis fans here in Carencro. We love Elvis so much, and today I'm gonna wear my shirt so we can think about Elvis whenever we hear this date, May 1st. But on a serious note today, we are going to be talking about the disappearance and murder of Kelsey Smith. And this hits home for me because this is a beautiful teenage girl. Kelsey Ann Smith was born May 3rd, 1989 in Overland Park, Kansas, to her parents, Greg and Missy Smith. She was a beautiful, bright girl who played in her high school band. She was outgoing, she was loving, she was compassionate, she was always happy, always friendly, and she was extremely responsible. That's what everybody says about Kelsey. Kelsey was planning on attending Kansas State University, where she was going to study to become a veterinarian, and she was leaving that summer to go to Kansas and start her college education, which is so amazing. But everything that I saw about Chelsea, she was great, loving, and sweet. And on June 2nd of 2007, Kelsey had just graduated from high school just a couple of days earlier. But on this day, she was celebrating her 6-month anniversary with her boyfriend, John. She wanted to go to Target to get John a present. And I love the present she was getting John because she was getting John a little box to put all his cards in, and she had wrapping paper. I love those kind of homemade gifts. I love homemade gifts. Because John's mother had accidentally threw away a card that Kelsey had gave John. She wanted to give John a box so he can put all his cards in, which I found so sweet. That is the sweetest thing ever, and that's the kind of person Kelsey was. Kelsey leaves her house to go to Target around 6:30 p.m. that night, the night of June 2nd, 2007. John comes to pick up Kelsey at 7:30. With flowers, just happy, celebrating the anniversary. But there's no Kelsey. Kelsey isn't home. At first, nobody panics. I would have been panicking, y'all, yeah. Oh, I would have been panicking. Because, around when you're a teenager, your boyfriend or girlfriend is like, everything. So, a teenager wouldn't be late, right? Or could they? The house was kind of like, let's just call her on her cell phone. Let's just see where she is. Has anybody heard from her? They all calling her, but nothing. And Kelsey was responsible because her dad was a police officer. So she always told her family if she was going to be late, early, where she was going to be, if she changed locations of where she was going to be that night. Anytime she made movement, she would let her parents know, which is a great thing. All kids should be like that. I think we should all be like that. Just always know exactly where your children are 24/7. But where was Kelsey? Kelsey's family and friends, her parents, her boyfriend, her siblings, everyone is calling everyone they know to try to locate Kelsey. Have you seen her? Have you spoken to her? Where is Kelsey? The parents even drove to Target to look for her car, but they did not see her car. Everyone was really starting to get worried. And finally, at 11 p.m., Kelsey's parents called the police, and the police started a search for Kelsey. Because like I said earlier, Kelsey's father was a police officer, so he always taught his kids to call and phone to say if there was anything wrong. But they knew something wasn't right. Cops go to Target and they also drive around looking for Kelsey's car, and they find Kelsey's car in the Oak Park Mall, which is located across the street from Target. And guess what, y'all? Everything is in there. The wrapping paper, the present she got John, her purse. The cops even looked in the trunk. They were looking everywhere for Kelsey. They knew something wasn't right because everything was left in her car, including her purse. They look at all of Target's cameras. They want to see if they missed anything. They want to see what's going on. Like I said, Target has around 40 cameras, and they saw Kelsey everywhere inside of Target. But they wanted to blow up the camera to see if they can see anything else. Like, what if they missed something? Did Kelsey get in the car with someone? Did she leave with someone? Did she speak to someone? What happened on that trip to make her maybe go another location and leave her car at the mall across the street? It just didn't make sense. When police blow up the videos, they see they missed something. They see Kelsey getting into her car, opening her car door, and a person running up from behind her. They get in the car backs up, and is gone. Just like that. Now, I know about y'all. Me, I go to Target every day, yeah. Every single day I go to Target almost. I live right down the road from Target. I'm there. I do my shopping, stuff I don't need, because we all know you go to Target and you're going to spend money and buy things that you didn't think you were going to buy. But Target is so fun, right? And every time I go to Target, I used to park way in the back so no one hits my car, and also so I can have more exercises walking in and out of the store. That's just me. Now, knowing that a kidnapping occurred in a parking lot in broad daylight at the Target, I know now, oh no, I'm going to park so close, I'm going to be in the store. You know what I mean? That's just crazy to know that you could get kidnapped from Target like that in broad daylight with so many cars around. The police interviewed Kelsey's family and friends, even her boyfriend John, and the parents were ruled out, and John was ruled out because, as we all know, police like to work from the inside out to eliminate everyone close to the victim, and then they push their way out and everyone was eliminated. But no one knew where Kelsey was. When police looked over and over the cameras, they spotted that a man wearing a white shirt and dark color shorts, he was following Kelsey all over the store, all over Target, aisle to aisle to aisle. And he wasn't shopping, y'all. It was clear he was not shopping. As I call it, he was trolling. He was looking for a chance of opportunity to talk to Kelsey, approach her. I mean, he even followed her to the checkout. He was looking at her the entire time. Well, what do the cops do? They blow up his face and they release that picture to the public. Thousands of tips is coming in about this guy. I mean, up to 2,000. Everybody is saying that it's this guy, it's that guy, you know, whatever. They also know what kind of truck he's driving. It is a kind of bluish black old pickup truck. So that the cops now have his vehicle. And when they blow up the picture even more, guess what, y'all? They can see that around 9:20, the day Kelsey disappeared, that suspect moved Kelsey's car, parked Kelsey's car in that parking lot. He arrived around 9:20, parked the car at the Oak Park Mall, then went to his truck and is seen leaving the Target parking lot. So the cops know this is the person that has done something with Kelsey. This has to be. He was driving her car 2 hours after she was abducted. Someone calls in and says, I know exactly who that man is, and his name is Edwin Hall. He's behind me in this mugshot. Edwin Hall is a sketchy man, but the cops look into him and they arrive at his home and they see he is packing up his car with boxes and bags. The cops know they are there just in the nick of time because Edwin Hall was planning, looks like, to move, to leave. And guess what? The cops want to question him. They want to bring him in and see if he knows anything about Kelsey's disappearance. And I'm telling y'all, I cannot preach this enough these days. There are surveillance cameras everywhere. Everywhere. Stores, businesses, homes. I have security cameras all over my house, outside, inside. In my opinion, to get away with anything these days, even if it's my teenagers trying to sneak out the house, everything is caught. Everything. And in my opinion, there is no such thing as the perfect crime. But did Edwin Hall think that he committed the perfect crime? Cops took Edwin Hall's fingerprints, and guess what? Those fingerprints matched to the inside of Kelsey's car. Edwin Hall admitted, yes, I was at Target. Yes, I saw Kelsey Smith. And he said that he thought she had beautiful legs, even commented saying, I thought she was at least 12 years old. So was he a pedophile, or did he just think she looks like a young girl, so I'm going to abduct her? I don't know what he was thinking, but he did make that comment that thinking she was 12. But if he thought she was 12, how would she be driving somewhere? So it's weird. But he says, I have no reason to kidnap Kelsey. He denied speaking to her, talking to her, have anything to do with her disappearance. But the cops know he did something to Kelsey. They cannot figure out where Kelsey is. So they kind of keep making Edwin Hall talk, keep making him talk. He finally confesses to the disappearance and murder of Kelsey Ann Smith. And to avoid the death penalty, as a lot of criminals do, he confessed to everything. He confessed to seeing Kelsey at Target that day. He confessed to following her. And it was said that he was looking for several women that day to approach. And he finally decided to take Kelsey. He had been at Target for hours. Armed with a handgun, he forced Kelsey in her car, made her drive away, where he essayed her, strangled her with her own belt, and left her there in a body of woods. Left there, parked Kelsey's car in the Macy's parking lot, then walked back to his truck around 9:20. And just 3 days after the disappearance of Kelsey Ann Smith, her body was found and she was deceased. Y'all, this is so crazy. This is so scary to think this all happened in broad daylight at Target. It's not like Kelsey was in the middle of, wherever at some bar, where nobody's around. She was shopping at Target. How innocent is that? Edwin Hall is booked for the murder of Kelsey Ann Smith. And to avoid the death penalty, he is serving life without the possibility of parole. And guess what? The cops say there are other murders around that area. They confront Edwin Hall about these murders. He denies everything. But in my opinion, I think there could be more. Edwin Hall was married with a 4-year-old son and had no adult criminal record, but he did have a juvenile record. He was adopted at the age of 7, but returned to state's custody at the age of 15 because he threatened his sister, his adoptive sister, with a knife. He also had an assault when he struck another kid with a baseball bat on the head. Now, this is another horrible thing because it sounds like Edwin Hall was in and out of the state's custody. It is also said that Edwin Hall was sexually abused by someone, which is sad. And a lot of people say that if the criminal was abused, sexually abused, or beaten, anything, that they're going to have this horrible adulthood and do the same thing to someone else. I think everybody has a choice of what they do in the world, but I think that it's sad what Edwin Hall went through as a child, because it sounds like he had a kind of anger with knives and baseball bats. But if he was showing that behavior at that young age, just like Ted Bundy with the knives, that is not a good thing at all. Horrible things. And another thing, crazy thing, Edwin Hall had MySpace. Y'all remember MySpace back in the day? I remember MySpace in the early 2000s, kind of. Edwin Hall had a MySpace. Guess what it said on his MySpace, y'all? Guess what it said? His hobbies include eating small children and harming animals. What the heck? Who puts that on their MySpace, and who thinks that's okay? And who does that? Who does that? Does he think that if somebody sees that, they're going to be attracted to him or want to talk to him? They also said he may have been in some kind of cult. It's just, he did not sound like a good person at all. At all. But out of all of this, something good happened. And that is the Kelsey Smith Act, which is a new law that states that authorities can ping the subscriber's phone if they feel that the subscriber is in danger. So now we know that if something happens, we can go to AT&T, Verizon, Sprint, wherever, to find out exactly where the phone is pinging if we feel that person is in danger. Authorities can do that now, which is a good thing. I really think that Kelsey did something good her 18 years on this earth by her family creating that law. Gosh, y'all, this is so sad. This is such a sad story because Kelsey Ann Smith had just turned 18 the month before. And I have an 18-year-old, so it hits home for me. And I'm sure it hits home for a lot of y'all. Because this murder did not have to happen. And guess what else? By the time Kelsey's family reported her missing, she was already gone. She was already deceased. Within 2 hours, this monster right here kidnapped, essayed, and murdered a beautiful 18-year-old woman with her whole life ahead of her. And you know what they always say? usually if you don't find the person within 3-4 hours, they're deceased. And in this case, it was true, which was sad, because by the time her family reported her missing, she was already not with us anymore. My final thought, I always give y'all my final thought. And my final thought is, in my opinion, Anne Marie, aka the Cajun Crime Queen, in my opinion, I don't think this was Edwin Hall's first murder. That's just my opinion. Y'all go form your own opinion, do your own research. But he admitted he was walking around Target all day. He was looking for someone. He was trying to speak to girls, trying to approach them. And he had spent hours in Target that day, it was said. And then he had the gun in his truck. I mean, he ran to the parking lot before Kelsey came outside just to make sure that he could grab her and threaten her with this gun. But it sounds to me that he was prepared. He was prepared to hurt someone that day. Way too prepared. And you know what? If you're that prepared, this is not your first killing. In my opinion, I think Edwin Hall had murdered someone or several people before Kelsey Smith, but they just can't prove it. But I know what y'all are saying. Oh, Anne Marie, I have protection in my car. So do I. I have protection in my car too, 24/7. But you kind of too prepared. You feel so comfortable that you're going to grab your gun and start running to the victim like it's nothing. That's not someone's first time. That's just my opinion. But I'm happy about this law, this Kelsey Smith law, because in Kelsey's death, she is doing something good. She is helping other people. I hope y'all enjoyed today's video. I hope that y'all like, subscribe, and comment. And don't forget to press on that notification bell so you never miss a video from me, Anne Marie. And remember, always be aware of your surroundings. Always. Look, how many times we're at Target shopping, like, I need this, I need that. Oh, look, a candlestick. Oh, look, a place where you can put your tomato in. I mean, the stuff that we buy at Target is ridiculous. But we're so oblivious. We don't know what the hell's going on if somebody's out there following us and what they're doing. We're not looking, was that person in this aisle 5 minutes ago? Was that person in this aisle 10 minutes ago? Are they following me? So make sure you'll always be aware of your surroundings at all times, and don't park it in the back anywhere. If there's a spot in the front, park in the front. Always be around tons of people. Remember to always stay safe. I don't want anything to happen to any of y'all. I love y'all all so much. And thank y'all again for all y'all love and support. I appreciate all of you. And for y'all, I am truly grateful. I love you all very much. Have a good night. Until next time. Bye.